Hello car lovers driving the 2022 Ford Maverick. This is the hybrid version. We already did the gas engine, but like always, we're not cheap here. We review the whole car again, even though it's almost exactly the same. What to say about the vehicle? The 2022 Ford Maverick Hybrid is a compact truck, the smallest in the Ford lineup. The hybrid powertrain is the star of the show, a 2.5-liter non-turbo engine with a combined output of 191 horsepower with no total torque figure, only an engine torque figure of 155 pounds. Fuel economy is impressive, 5.6 liters in the city, that's very good, 7.1 liters on the highway, that's pretty good also. This vehicle is an unofficial replacement of the Ford Focus, which shows the dominance of trucks and crossovers in the current age. The transmission is a CVT. At this time, 3 models are available, XL, XLT, and Lariat. We get the base XL at $29,945 with taxes in Quebec, $34,430, in Alberta, $31,443. Bravo to Ford for giving us the base model. That's what most people buy in the province of Quebec. The box is 4.5 feet, loads 1,500 pounds, and Maverick Hybrid can tow 2,000 pounds. Wheels are a Montreal-friendly 17 inches with all-important 225 and 65 ratio tires. There are all kinds of options for outdoor activities, including tents. The interior is satisfactory with subcompact dimensions, with the only flaw being Maverick does produce extreme noise on the highway. Well, I have to say the exterior styling, extremely charming. This is the replacement of the Ford Focus. Ross was saying that with me off camera. I was talking to some people at work. That's what we were saying. We thought it was a very interesting concept of having a truck for people who really don't have the budget. From the outside, once again, really nice. I love the wheels. They're not too big. They have a thick sidewall, which means low cost of replacement. It's going to take the bumps well of the Montreal Trail. And as a consequence, like the suspension system, which Ross says is a little bit hard, doesn't really bother me at least. And I don't think it'll bother anyone. It's not jarring at all. It's actually very good. This vehicle has 13,000 car reviewer kilometers, and it's still very solid in here. No cracks, no rattles. So it says something about the assembly. The box is extremely useful. It's interesting to note on the Ford website, there's almost no pictures of it being used in a construction-like environment. It's used more in a recreational environment. There's all kinds of accessories that they sell to put, for example, if you want to put your bicycles in back and all kinds of stuff like that. So if you want to do outdoor activities, this is really a convenient vehicle. It also serves as a trunk. If you have people sitting in back, there is a lot of room in back. You can lift that back seat up and put stuff there. There's storage, so pretty good on that level. Sitting in front here, reasonable room. This feels like a big subcompact. Sitting behind myself, there's just enough room. So 2 average guys can sit here, 4 average guys actually, and not be too cramped. So that's good. The seats in front are actually pretty darn comfortable, even though they're made with a base tissue. These are the base seats. This is the base model, and it's kind of comfortable actually. The only flaw with this interior is it does make a bunch of racket on the highway. So Ford really skimping out on the sound insulation. It's probably one of the worst I've ever heard in a long time. On the inside, once again, the interior ergonomic. This climate control, so easy to use. Ford Sync with the limited functions it does have, so easy to use. The dash, fine, good enough. The controls here, very good quality. I mean, wow, for $30,000, this thing really feels complete, right? It's a complete package. The only thing I would say is there's missing cruise control, which I find is a must. So that is a strike against it. I can't think of a vehicle that I've tried, base models included, that has not had cruise control. I mean, you need cruise control when you're on the highway. Having that said, this vehicle, extremely practical in the city. The hybrid regenerative system, I have to say this is one of the rougher hybrid drive systems that I've driven. I can hear sometimes some shuddering from the engine, but there's no doubt in its efficiency. Ross has been averaging less than 6 liters per 100 kilometers from a zero aerodynamic vehicle. In the city, the recharging of the battery really keeps your fuel economy as if you were on the highway all the time. So in fact, the more traffic there is, the better it is, because you're just going to regenerate all that energy. And when you're stopped at a light, the engine is off. I think Ford has made a big bet But I think it's a good bet because one, the vehicle is so attractive. Two, it does deliver on fuel economy. Three, it does deliver on practicality. Four, it does deliver on interior space. So and that's what you want. And Ford does have experience with hybrid drive systems. They've been in this for quite some time now. We can think about the Fusion. Very, very good stuff, Ford. I think this vehicle is a winner, in spite of its shortcomings, and that's always a good sign. It's charming too. Not many vehicles have charm these days. This one is very charming. So Ford took a risk. I think it pays off. And those are my thoughts. By the way, if you like this video, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. And if you really like it, well then of course you should subscribe. And that is it.